Hello. How we doing? Let's see.
Welcome to the jungle, bitch!
All right, so I don't have my camera on because I totally forgot to tell you guys yesterday. I'm gonna be with the futures desk this morning. I figured I'd come on here and kind of hang out with you guys until I head over there. But I'm gonna keep this live just so that my screen is streaming. So if I do take any trades, it'll be on here. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me though, because I'm pretty positive my mic I'm gonna have to use over there, which he just sent me the link. So let's find out. I know for sure he's gonna need. Obviously, they're gonna need the camera. So let's see. Allow mic cam access. Hello, hello. All right, it says my mic is working there as well as here. So yeah, I think I should be able to use it on both. We'll see. All right. So if you guys hear me talking and whatnot, it's going to be to them on like the back end, and then their stream will start. So I'm going to be hanging out in their stream, but I will keep all this up on the back end if you want to hang out here instead of there, just as an FYI. But we won't be playing marbles. If we do any kind of giveaways, it'll be over on their stream, just an FYI. Obviously, if you guys want to harass me with sounds, I should still be able to hear those as well. But yeah, let's get it. Raj, what's good? How we doing?
I can't tell if my audio's off.
Oh, it might be mine. I was trying to run. Can you hear me?
Test.
Test, test, test.
Okay, say something.
Hello, hello.
Oh, I know what's up. Hang on. Say
Nice.
something now.
Hello, hello, hello.
You're good.
Okay.
I had my browser and my volume, my music on the same little slider, so I just have to change that.
Gotcha,
But
gotcha.
how's it going, man? Long time no see.
Yeah, good. I still have not installed Face It again on my computer.
Okay.
I have a feeling it would be fine now, but I'm just scared at this point. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, and I don't play enough to warranty it. Maybe one day I'll try again, but I fear I'd have to do a complete backup and all that crap again, and just to make sure. Or like you said, just get another hard drive. It might be the route I'll have to take if I ever want to get back into it. I'll just buy a cheap hard drive just for Counter Strike.
Yeah. That might be the best way, honestly.
Because I mean, you can get like a 500 meg now for what, like $40 or something like that. It's pretty.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
don't
pretty
need
crazy.
more than that for just Counter-Strike.
Right. Yeah. It's
So you got
actually
some
not a
hats
bad
in the back.
idea. Yeah, yeah, they've always been there. I just usually in my streams and stuff, it cuts it out because the.
Oh, okay.
I wonder. Actually, I see it's a little so it's more centered.
You're gonna start sharing screens now. Get that out of the way.
Yeah, go for it. Or yeah, oh, you're so I gotcha. Get my Tradeify. That's the one I use for everything.
Man, what a day yesterday. I'll show you my trades.
I did keep trading in the afternoon a little bit. I removed my
Yeah.
stop loss that I had on the account just to keep trading on that account a little bit.
Oh, really?
And but I moved it up. I literally only moved it up $500. So I was like, I want to give myself a little wiggle room just in case. Because I didn't want to trade on the other accounts because those were all green, and I didn't want to touch them, and I didn't want to make any more on them,
Yeah.
just for consistency rule purposes and stuff. But yeah, I started kind of scalping $100 here, $100 there. I ended up making, I was like an $800 of it back throughout
Mm.
the afternoon. So, but
You took like actual A plus trades or something else?
they were probably like B type trades. They were more
Oh,
like what you're doing, where it kind of extends away from the EMA and you kind of just get it coming back to it. There was, but I was very patient with waiting for it to happen because I had so
hmm
much FOMO. You know how it is after a big loss, all you want to do is trade to try to get it back. But I
Yeah,
did, I did keep myself from doing that. So
yeah. Well, here's my trades. The first one is a long here, which doesn't make sense, but I guess I was just looking at opening range low plus prior daily low, whatever. And then I went long here, which also doesn't make sense. And then finally, like this long makes sense that I added to over
right,
here.
yeah,
These still don't make sense. So everything that's suspicious, I'm just gonna put in a circle. So basically, yeah, this was like the only proper trade I had. But because I had like a bunch of weird ones, I just got stopped out. But eventually after that, I switched to my personal brokerage account and then I believe I took this right here.
nice. Yeah, that was a good one. I actually remember
Yeah.
grabbing that one as well. There was one in the afternoon that was really nice as well. It was like a random spike.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
that.
this one? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I took this one too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I ended up getting 2 contracts on that one because I started a little early. Oh, that was a nice little pop there just now to the upside.
Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, so what's your policy on like this? Like if you were locked in and staring at your screen and you weren't in a conversation, would you consider it?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, those
Okay.
are the best moves. Like when they happen, a lot of the times it's not that I'm not interested, it's that it happens too fast and I can't even get to
Hmm.
it. Because a lot of those times there, there's just orders sitting out there, the sell orders, and it'll just pop right back down. You don't even get a chance at it.
Makes sense.
But yeah, it's yeah, yesterday was frustrating. I literally bottom ticked my stop.
Really?
Yeah, it sucked.
Damn.
And the thing
Which
is,
account was that?
that was my main big account with Tradeify.
Let's see.
That was kind of sad. But I still have a huge buffer on it. It's just to me, I just look at it's just like when I was trading on my personal account and stocks. Like like when you're trading
Yeah,
such a high win rate strat, you have to expect to lose every once in a while. It's literally part of the
exactly.
strategy. So it's
Yeah.
like if you don't accept the fact that that's going to happen, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Does it suck that it was a bottom tick? Yeah, but I didn't know. Like that thing could have kept going forever. I mean, not forever, obviously, but
Yeah.
I could have looked like a genius getting out where I did, and on some days. But now it was frustrating because the reason it was very frustrating is because the very first trade I took, I did get in probably a little early, like it wasn't close to the bands. It was like where one of your first 3 trades were, or entries, and
hmm
I had to take profit out, and it missed me by 2 ticks. Like it was moving. I think I was looking for 15 points in profit, and it came up like 14 and a half points and missed me by 2 ticks, and then it shot back down. And instead of cutting it, I see my big issue that I battle with emotionally is when it gets that close to take profit. I don't want to take it off break even though that's probably what I should be doing.
hmm
Um, and so when I didn't take it off break even, it shot down. And now instead of looking to start a new trade, I'm now battling the initial trade. And when it just kept dumping after that, I just got absolutely smacked.
I see. Hey, there can be two of me. We can have one of me down here.
Calm down. Let's see. Where's my?
The different camera angles, all of it.
Yeah. What's up, Rebecca?
Oh, hello.
Rebecca's coming from the heavens today.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, isn't that hilarious? Why is my? Oh, this is not working.
Wonder if I can lower camera. Oh yeah, there. It's better.
You good, Rebecca?
Isn't it funny?
Yeah,
Is
you
No,
it
you
look
look
like.
working?
fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Looks-
No, no, it was my. Thank you, but I meant my microphone.
oh, yeah, it's good.
But the light is funny.
The light is kind of funny. I like when it shines over your shoulders, it looks like it's glistening.
Oh my gosh. Maybe it will bring me good profits.
It's like you're in a commercial.
Right? I want to put my daughter in a commercial, but my husband's like, stop trying to exploit our children. But she has like the most epic hair. She's like 14 months and her hair is insane. It's like down to her shoulders and super dark and really curly. Like it's so cute. And she has bright blue eyes. And I'm like, let's just like we could make some money off of this. I could buy some more prop firm accounts. Just kidding.
That's funny.
But like,
That's
come
very
on.
funny.
There, that's better. That's better.
You notice something different about me, Rebecca, today? Not
We're
my
matching.
clothes. Oh, we're matching again?
You
Oh,
are. Look at
nice.
that. That's funny.
Look at that. Okay,
But
hold on,
you
hold on.
notice
Let me
anything else
think.
different?
You're standing.
How'd you know? You can tell.
You can tell by the way
Well,
you're swaying and
you can
stuff like
tell.
that.
No,
Yeah.
Did you get a
I'm
stand-up
standing.
desk?
I've always had it. I've just never used it.
Making me feel
You
bad.
should get
Like
a
maybe I
walking
should.
pad.
I have
You
one of
should.
those.
Sitting is the new smoking.
Sitting is the new. It's true.
I can do this for dramatic effect during the stream.
So,
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
throwing my.
when if like price starts going down,
Yeah.
that's so funny. I took a long, you guys, which Vala, that probably means nothing to you, but
Mine's
I
giving
haven't
me an
taken a long in
error.
like 7 months, and I took one last night.
My desk won't go up for some reason. It's giving me an error. EO5.
I'm in like a hotel lobby, so
This
my desk is not moving.
typically indicates something with the anti-collision. Huh.
What? Your desk has anti-collision. That's crazy.
Well, it's mainly for like if it's coming down to prevent it from to prevent it from like running into your legs kind of thing. I know it has that, but it's saying I'm trying to go up and it's stopping for some reason. Let me try to inch up
Hmm,
and see what happens. Now I'm sitting here trying to figure it out. There's nothing on my desk
that's
that
okay.
should prevent it from doing it.
I gotta find our YouTube link to share it.
All right, I'm gonna go live in like 10 seconds.
Okay.
I can't even get back to my original desk height now. Dang
Oh,
it.
it's gonna be a countdown. You'll be
Uh,
able to figure it out.
No, I'm not worried about that. I was
Oh, okay. All right, ready?
yeah, go for it.
yes.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
It's your favorite trio
Trio.
in the morning. Yes. How's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
I'm doing good. Doing great.
You're doing good.
Watching
Look at
this
why.
crazy
Whoa.
moon. I'm watching this crazy
I was
move.
gonna say, why are you great?
Well, you know, I'm not biased. I don't care which way it goes. You know, I go both ways,
Me
Rebecca.
neither. I learn more about you every time, Paula. Are you a swing trader both ways?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is too hot. I can feel it. Okay. So,
Order
today,
filled.
we have a not so exciting day on the markets. But lately, and by that I mean there's just not any like news really this morning. I mean, there's existing home sales in 30 minutes.
I was gonna
That's
say, what
an
time is
orange
that?
folder news. Just no, it's at 7, my time 7, sorry, 10 a.m. Orange folder news. But honestly, does it really matter
Order
these days
filled.
if there's like a red folder news? We just need a tweet. That's all we need.
I don't typically like taking trades at the open, so I'm pretty quick with it. I wish I would have held that, but I did take a quick little stab
you-
at that.
Out?
I just took the same trade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So you went long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grabbed the long, looking for the rebound there. I was waiting. The initial move was great, but I saw how close we were getting to 200, so I waited for that key level. I was looking for the retest of 200. I had my order a little higher to take profit, but it wouldn't fill me on that first bounce, so I got a little weary. We might try to go for the low a day. So I moved it down a little, and I got it. It was at like 193. I got filled at 187, so it was like 6 points or so. Not too bad.
Look at
Nice trade.
you. You both of your strategies, it's like you got to make decisions like that, eh?
Oh
Yeah.
It's very.
I think-
the
In the ammo.
intuition behind it is there for sure.
Kind of keeps you from
Wow.
overthinking because there's no time to overthink.
It's very true.
Yeah, okay.
Unless you get stuck in a
And then you're like-
yeah, unless you get stuck in a trade, but that's when your rules and the strategy behind the scenes comes into play.
Yeah.
Mechanical trading.
As much as you
Good
can.
morning, Paul. Good morning, Tiny Tim. Good morning, good morning.
Paul's profile
Morning to
picture
everyone.
is a Starbucks cup. That's hilarious.
Hey, Paul, they got your whole name right. Paul S. Don't they do they still do that? Purposely try and screw up your name?
At a
Morning,
lot of
Don.
the locations, they just print it out now.
Ugh, that was such a good marketing tactic, wasn't it?
You think they were doing it on purpose?
Yes. They spelled Paul
Really?
like Paeoyl. Like, come on.
Hmm.
I mean, if that was on
Like, here
purpose,
you go.
that definitely blows my mind a little bit. I didn't know that at all.
You don't think it was on purpose?
I mean, now that you're putting it
Let me
that
ask
way, I
her.
mean, it kind of makes sense.
Right? Okay. Did Starbucks? I'm gonna look it up.
How do you feel
Yeah.
when it just goes without you, Vala? You get any sort of FOMO? Like for me personally, I look at it and I'm like, it would have been nice, but I took my trade. What do you
Yeah,
think?
no, I know what I'm doing works in the long run, so I don't even I don't even think twice. Because there's going to be times where you get filled like perfect. It happened to me yesterday in the afternoon actually, where I got filled perfectly on a take profit, like almost to the tick, and then it went way further. So it was like, and it grinded too. So it wasn't even like I could have added and made it work kind of thing. It was, I got out perfectly and it worked. Where right now you're like, oh man, look how much more profit I could have made. But
Yeah.
in the long run, it probably all that all evens out, because it's a lot, as we all know, it's a lot harder to hold and take profit more. How am I trying to say? It's still early. It's harder to hold a trade and take bigger profits than it is to hold a loser and watch your loser get bigger. We've all been there. We
Yes.
all know what I mean. I'm not wording it very
Yes.
good.
You're doing it exactly right.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I
You're
mean,
welcome.
when a loser's going, it's weird because you would think it should be the opposite, right? Where you see the money, going up, the red going up and up and up. You're like, well, maybe I should figure out a way to cut this because it's getting too bad. But it's like our body doesn't want to accept the fact that we're about to lose that money. And we know that until we click that button, it's not technically real yet, even though it's very real, you know.
Yes.
But when it comes to take profits, you know, we see a smaller number, but we're like, oh my God, that's profit. That's money I didn't have that I could now have. And it's like, so we tend to hit that button a lot easier at a very smaller number than we do when it's a red trade. And yeah, that's
So what's your solution? Solve all of our
practice.
issues. Bye,
It's
Rajdeep.
it's really
Raj
just
was like, this is
practice.
hitting too close to home.
He's like, I gotta
I'm
get out of
leaving.
here. No,
He's
I mean
crying.
it's really just letting it happen over and over again until you figure out how to deal with it on your own terms. Because I could tell you what
Yeah.
works for me, which I honestly, it was just letting it happen over and over again. That's obviously not a good solution because you're going to lose a decent amount of times doing that. But it finally at some point was, you know, it finally clicks. You're just like, at one point your brain's just like, okay, you idiot, why are you still doing this? And then you start to and you're still going to do it even after you realize that you're an idiot and you're still doing it, right? You're still going to do it, but then you start to slowly realize that you're doing it, right? You start to catch yourself as you're doing it. That's the first step.
Yeah.
And then the second step is to then not only catch yourself doing it, but then start to catch yourself as you're about to do it, right? Before it happens. And then you just, it's a slow process. It really is, because you've developed a habit. And as anyone knows, with any habit, they're hard to break, right? So it's like, that's what you have to do. You're essentially breaking a bad habit and forming it into a new, better habit. And it's not easy to do. I'd be lying to you if I said it was.
Don't they say like it takes 21 days to create a habit?
Oh, I say a lot of stuff like that.
I don't know how much of that's actually
Tough
true,
crowd.
but yeah.
Tough crowd. Well, because I'm like, I'm gonna exercise and work out, and it's like if you do it for 21 days, it becomes one of those things that you like can't live. Like now your body like craves it. You can't live without it because you've created a habit for yourself.
I think that's very personal.
I'm like,
Because for me, I can make a habit in 2 days. For the last 2 days, I've been sleeping at like
okay,
a grandpa
show
level.
off.
I've been sleeping at like 8 p.m. It's so weird because I just finished traveling and then something happened, and now I just sleep at 8 p.m. now. That's what I do.
That's not a habit. That's because you were traveling and you're jet lagged.
Well, it is something. I do go to bed at 8. No, but I think there's something to that. I think there's variability in people's adaptation of new habits. So it might take you like X amount of time. It might take someone else longer or shorter.
Hey, what do they say? Your mileage may vary.
Exactly.
Also, who's they? The people.
The big science.
You guys.
Big science. So
what do you mean, you guys?
You guys. I can't say that anymore. My husband is Italian, and when we first met, he couldn't really speak English, and I couldn't really speak Italian, whatever. And I think we were together, I think, for like 3 years. And obviously now at this point he can speak English, but some things he says, I'm like, that's pretty funny because the translation is is different. So he'd say like, when he'd say like, oh, he heard something. So if he's like, oh, people say, he'll be like, the voices say. And I'm like, yeah, the voices.
That's hilarious.
That is funny.
That is so funny.
It reminds me of those like Chinese restaurants in like China where they would put the English translation underneath it. And there's one floating around where it's like their name in their Chinese symbols, and then underneath it it says translation error.
That's funny. We get that a lot.
It's like they didn't bother to proofread. Is this right? No, just throw it up on a sign.
That's
yeah, no one cares. I've never been to China.
Me neither. I've never been outside of the United States, or well, like North America, South America, like this side of the world.
Wow.
We are going next year, though. I think I told you that last time. Or no, I don't think we officially had it planned. But for our 15-year anniversary next year, we're going to Italy.
Nice.
So that'll be my first time finally heading over there.
Reach out to me, and I can. I always say to people, I'm like, if you need anything, you can call me. If you get stuck in a weird position, give me a call. I'll help you out. But if you need suggestions for things,
as I say, with the areas that we're going to Lake Como, Lawrence, and Hold on. Let me look it up. I know there's one other city we're going to. It's the one that's close to there. Let's see. Let me zoom
Close to where?
out. To those two places.
Well, they're
Florence,
4
Lake
hours apart.
Como. It's not Rome. It's up north somewhere.
Venice.
Venice. Thank you. Jeesh. Yes, Venice, Florence,
Nice.
and Lake Como. That's where we're going.
It is a bit of a triangle. I lived in Florence for 5 years, and then lived near Lake Como, but in Switzerland for 2 years.
Yeah, so Lake Como is that's right here, right over by Verona. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is
Yes.
pretty much a triangle. Check that out.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I told the wife I wanted to go to Lake Como, like that's one of my bucket list items, and then she kind of was like, "Well, let's make a trip of it," and so she slid in Venice and Florence, because we figured eventually all the southern stuff we can probably take like a cruise at some point and do those.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
that's a different
yeah,
kind of trip.
right, yeah, because like Florence is dead center, so you can't really. I mean, I guess you could try driving there, but off of a
It's
cruise, but you'd have to
I
be
mean,
there a
I've
couple
driven there a
days.
lot, but it's a lot. Yes. I just want to say, Raj, we have Scott saying, "Good morning. I'm sneaking in some trades for my new job. This may not end well."
Oh boy.
Don't do it, Scott. And if you're going to do it, size way down. Micros, not minis. Remember? That's our mantra.
I will
Me
say
and Scott.
to Scott that there is one of my old buddies, he works a full-time job, but he has it worked out with his boss where from 9:30 to 10:30 he kind of gives them some leeway to focus on trading, and he trades equities, so that's kind of their hot time, and then like around 10:30 11 o'clock into lunchtime it slows down. So like he had this like agreement that as long as everything is being done for his job, that it's perfectly fine that he kind of focuses on that. I don't know if that's your situation, Scott, or it looks like.
That's nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Scott's
if,
on the road, though, I think. Aren't you,
well, no,
Scott?
you're. Imagine traveling. Now I know you're not driving and trading, but could you imagine? He's got the laptop up there like a cop,
No.
you know, like right in the center console. And just driving down the road like long, and you're just like looking away, look back there.
That's-
Ah!
Well, I've seen that. Have you seen that, like on Instagram or whatever, where they're like people send in photos and they're like, "My Uber driver is like trading." They're like, "Am I cooked, Jack?"
Yeah.
Because the Uber driver's got up the chart.
Oh no, I haven't seen that. That sounds hilarious though.
Oh my goodness.
I was just
So
thinking,
he's
like,
saying
I
I'm
have
working
a.
for the government now.
He's working for the okay. Taxpayers are very particular.
Yeah, you can't do
This
that.
is very true. Yeah, I worked for the government for 10
Yes.
years, so I know all about that. You get called. Like I remember one time I was on my lunch break at 12, like 15 in the afternoon, and I literally in the truck. You know, I finished eating. We had just started our lunch break. I'm like 10 minutes in, because I remember I was bringing my lunch a lot at that job. But anyways, I finish eating. I put my head like on the side of the window just to kind of rest my eyes for like 10 minutes. I literally get a call from my supervisor like 10 minutes later that there was a report of me sleeping on the job. And
Wow.
I'm like, really? Like somebody took the time to call in during a lunch break. We were sitting because the guy I was with, he went in. It was at a McDonald's. So I'm like, are you serious? Like we're clearly on lunch break. Like, come on. All right, we're breaking the lows here. Looking for the break of 170. Actually, let me draw a line there since that's the current low, so I know it's there.
You mean the low of the overnight?
Sounds like a Karen.
Yeah, lower the overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure it was, and it's just frustrating because it's like, you know, I kind of, that was a very low-paying job for what it was. It was very like manual labor intensive, and I actually,
Right.
you know, took pride in my job. So it was like, you know, I showed up there all the time, like looking to do a good job, you know, just because I enjoyed doing it. But then, you know, it's little things like that. It's like, really, like, like leave me alone.
Right.
I can understand like if
Yeah.
you pulled up at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and like some back street where I'm like clearly trying to hide and take a nap, but you know, we're in front of a McDonald's at 12:15. Like you put 2 and 2 together. Like, come on.
Yeah. Sheep asks, "Is break even a good achievement?"
There needs to be more to that question.
Yeah, we need more.
Like, what's the scenario? Are you talking about like overall, like for the year kind of thing? Are you a new trader? Is this your first year?
Yeah.
Are you talking
Are
about
you
an
up like
individual
500 on the
trade?
day?
Right, right. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's a
You're up
lot more
500 the
needed
day you
there.
end break even. You're like, it's a win.
Yeah, it's a very open-ended, closed question.
It is. That's funny.
Yeah, I was really hoping for more there. How do you feel? Are you in this, Raj?
I think it might go.
Yeah, I'm in this one.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I mean, that's a good move down here. It's just we're at the overnight low as well as we're close to the $0.50 there. So for me, I'm looking for a little bit more, especially still this close to the open. Because as we've seen Monday and Tuesday now, things can always get a little hairy. If I
Yeah, I'm
wasn't
treating
this,
this.
yeah,
I'm treating this more as like a level trade because we hit the overnight low and the opening range low
right. No, I
more
mean,
than like a scalp.
yeah, it looks like it's working pretty good. If I was going to say, if I was in this though, I'd be looking to take profit right there around 80, 82, just because that's where that initial flush was from the open.
I see. That makes
I mean,
sense.
that's me. Yeah, that's just me personally. Yeah, so I would.
I'm targeting the 195 level right now. Just
Yeah,
the
right.
origin of that big candle.
Yeah, no, it's working.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see.
I wish they all happened like this, especially the last 2 days. That was a really nice retracement.
I just got rid of one contract. I just have one left.
Nice, yeah. And that's the thing too. You see little dips like this for liquidity, and there was a nice little volume candle there as well. I mean, this very easily could go all the way back to the highs. You see that
I'm out,
happen
though.
all the time too.
Yeah, I'm out.
Good trade.
You're out.
Yeah, good trade.
Oh, I thought
Nice.
I thought you were out like you're leaving. I was happy for a second.
Oh.
I'm just
Good riddance.
That's a good
guy.
song.
Sheep, can you give us more info about your break even, please? I want to know more before I can give you advice.
Feel free to switch my screen next time, Rebecca, because I got like my finger on the break even button and I'm like locked in.
Now let me share my screen. I'm not even sharing. Whoops.
I was thinking I want a new strategy for when I'm traveling. I can't do this when I'm traveling. Like different countries, 200 ping. It just doesn't work. So
Yeah.
I've been exploring Roblesh's methodology a little bit. He's been teaching me.
This is a very good conversation because I have also been kind of exploring it, and I do like it that like once you get kind of into more, like you understand it better, you really can just set limit orders and kind of let your trading be your trading, which is nice. My thing is though, and I posted this on my X page or Twitter or freaking whatever, like how do you, and I think your answer is probably going to be back testing, but how do you incorporate a new strategy? Like for example, when you're like, I'm trading, so I'm going to incorporate this strategy because when I'm learning kind of his way of trading, but it contradicts the strategy I've been doing for almost a year now, like sometimes, and like I have been trading my super simple VWAP strategy for a long time, and so like when I see kind of his strategy go contradictory, it's hard to get it out of my head. I'm like, wait, but if I was doing my VWAP strategy, I'd be short, but according to his strategy, I should be long because we've hit a bottom or whatever. But everything for the VWAPs is telling me to go short. Like, how do you? Yes, news in 10 minutes, everybody. How do you handle that?
I think that's a good question. When it came to Vala's strategy, it was so straightforward that I knew all I had to do was do a little bit of backtesting and watch as many of his VODs as possible. So I literally spent like 2 or 3 nights just laying in bed and watching like all his videos. And then I just started practicing.
Cute.
Yeah. But with Roblesh's strategy, where it has more complexity and I actually need to learn, like there's more education involved, what I'm doing is like attending his live streams and sort of just forward testing in my brain. So like I have his stuff up and I'm just watching like how it happened today. And he had a level like literally right before the open for a bearish level, and he even called it, like we discussed this yesterday. This is a bearish level. This is a good trade. So I think
Right.
that's gonna be like my move with this one, because I have to learn new concepts. With Vala's strategy, I didn't have to learn new, like, not brand new concepts. It's mean reversion. I've done it before, so I think it depends.
I think
Okay.
everybody's done some sort of mean reversion at some point, right? So it's like when I start to explain my strategy, it does kind of roll off the tongue a bit, because it's like a lot of people are like, okay, like I see what you're saying. But to a lot of people, you know, it's a little different from the aspect of, you know, it's scary, right? Because you're essentially catching the falling knife, and everyone says never do that. Or
Yeah.
you're shorting the parabolic move, if you want to call it that, or the intense momentum, whatever, you know, everyone's like, why would you do that? Well, it's like, why are you not selling at the very bottom? Why are you not buying at the very top? Like, think of it from that perspective, right? You would never sell when it's all the way at the bottom like that, because you're looking for what? A pullback to try to join the move. Well, guess what? If you if you buy, I'm looking for that same pullback. So it's like that's my way of trying to get around, because they're like, well, why are you catching a falling knife? And it's like, well, most of the times when you see a falling knife, what does it do? You know, or when you see a move go straight up, like, what does it usually do? What are you looking for
Right.
in order to get into the trade? And it's like, well, I'm looking for the exact same thing. It's just I'm trying to take part of the beginning of the move, not, you know, the continuation move.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that was a good trade, Raj. I wish I would have maybe snuck in a smaller entry. I've been actually, since we've last talked, I've actually been trying out a little something myself, where instead of trading, because I'll usually just trade one mini, where if we get a good move like we had there on the 945 candle, I'll look to maybe start with like 2 MNQ contracts, giving myself a little bit more room, like knowing that I'm starting the trade early, so that way, if it works, it works. You know, I make a little bit of money that I wouldn't have made anyway. But if it continues, I'm allowing myself the room to kind of hammer it home to get up to my original size with one mini anyway, if it were to actually go into the bands. And then still giving myself the option of even just switching over to the NQ if it does make that move to really, because that's what I did yesterday. Yesterday I took a max loss at the open when it made that big move down. It just seemed like it wouldn't stop, and I actually ended up bottom ticking that loss, which sucked. But as that move was happening, I had, you know, the other accounts that I can switch to, and as that move kept going, in my head, it really sucks for that first account, right? Because I started it early, it's going against me. But the further that move goes, the higher the probability that I'm actually going to get that pullback. So if I grab another account real quick and I start a trade on that account, you know, I'm giving myself higher probability that it's going to work. And yeah, if you're going to, this is a little advanced, but if you're going to do something like that, you have to treat each account as its own separate trade. And that's why it's a little advanced, because you can't be like, well, I'm using this one to like hedge that one or something. Like, no, that's not what I was doing. What I was doing is I essentially took a new trade on a new account as if I had never taken another trade prior to that, because I am now treating that as its own thing. So I literally would take profit on that new trade way before I'm even green, like in the green on that other account, because it's two, like I'm essentially managing those two trades as if they're two different people trading the same thing on two different accounts, if that makes sense. So it's like that's definitely more of an advanced thing. But if you have the ability to do that, it can be very, like, it's, I don't want to say like you're risking more on one account, but you're to gain more on a different account. But that's essentially what it is, because it, like I said, the further it goes, the better the probability that it's going to rebound. So it's like, why would I want to fight that, you know, on just one account, where if I have the opportunity to have a second account, it just kind of helps in the long run with diversification, I guess is the best way to put it. So it's like, yeah, I did take a max loss on my main account, which sucks. But on my 3 other accounts, I took 3 separate trades and I made money the further that thing went. And I was just scalping it along the way, just like I normally would, as if I was never in that first trade. So I mean, that's a little advanced theory, but there is some validity to having that in your back pocket if you do get caught in like a big move. I don't even, again, know how I got on that topic, but yeah, there you go. I do that a lot.
No, I
I go
like
on tangents.
No, that's good.
nothing wrong with that. I'm currently in this short and I'm debating if I should just close it before the news, even though it's only orange folder news, you know?
Yeah, we're actually getting some pretty good volatility here. These candles are actually good size too.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
on Monday, that move up that it made, like it really, like it seemed like a really big move, but when you look at the actual range of the move, like it really wasn't like that big of a move. Yesterday's though, that thing took off.
It sure did.
Yeah, it
My
was,
entry did not present, so I watched it fall without me.
right? And that's what I'm saying. That thing, I just explained that earlier, right? It's like what you're looking for to get in, I'm looking for to get out of my trade that I'm currently in. And it never happened.
It's
It was very
fair.
frustrating. And I've also noticed too,
I
when you
took
get
half-
those, oh, I'm sorry. I was going to just say real
No,
quick,
no.
when you get those like really big moves in one direction, the odds of you getting like the really big bounce like lessen big time, because you're going to get a lot of
Right.
people that are trapped, and the people that could hang on, like they're just, you know, the ones that are scaling into the trade over and over, you know, when they finally get back to green, they realize they bit off more than they can chew. They're just looking to get out. So like that selling pressure
Yes.
is just going to be there like nonstop. So it's like when you get the really big move, it's really hard to get the bigger move back up because of just how many people are stuck.
Yep. Yep. Here, I'm just gonna do this. I got out just at the bottom there before news. Small little win.
Nice.
And I'm gonna open that in a new tab to save it for journaling. I started prioritizing journaling again.
Nice.
Yes,
This thing still looks very bearish though.
It does.
Because
it does.
I'll explain why I think so. Because if you look at this area here, this seems like a very artificial support. It's very unlikely this becomes a low day, you know.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Well-
technically the gap fill. Right?
Yeah.
We haven't
Yeah.
filled it yet.
Yeah. You know them gaps. They love being filled.
Oh, they like to be filled. Wait, did you say the same thing as me?
Jinx,
Do we just become best friends?
you want to go do karate in the garage?
This is NQ, Darth.
So much space for activities.
I am interested in a long in this zone, right here.
Be careful. 30 seconds. Got news.
No. This zone's like really far away.
Oh.
So,
Oh, yeah.
This is the zone here. And I'm interested in a long right here.
We're going to get news and a break of the current low at the same time. Should be interesting.
I do have to say, I hate when my setup comes 1 minute before news. You know what I mean? Like you're
Yeah.
2 minutes and you're like, Gah!
There's the news.
Was this? I'm assuming this wasn't red folder news. This is like
No,
barely
this
doing
No,
is
it's
anything.
home
orange.
sales.
Oh, okay.
It's orange shoulder news.
Okay, yeah, existing home sales. That's it.
Minus 2.7%. Forecasted was minus 0.74. So bad news.
Wasn't there something
That means
yesterday
it's
that
gonna go
was way off? Oh yeah, it was the manufacturing index. They were predicting it was gonna be like -2, but it was -20.
Oh wow.
And I was like, that's a pretty big difference. I think because a lot of
Yeah,
people
sure
were
is.
saying that's what was part of the move yesterday, because that came through at 10 o'clock. But I don't know for sure. Obviously.
Obviously. Let's take that
Which-
bottom.
Buyers are trying to buy here, but if you look at the delta, the aggression is coming all from sellers. We'll see if they can flip it.
Yeah,
Trading for Science says, looks like my heart chart when I go see my doctor. It was like that meme that video that was going viral. It was like when you're a trader and it was a guy in his wife's like delivery room and it was the heart rate of the baby. It's pretty funny.
I
Oh,
always
buyers
thought-
are actually
Oh.
attempting this.
I always thought that Dorito commercial was pretty funny too. The one where they're in their delivery room.
Which one?
And he like has the Dorito and he like hovers it over her belly, and then he like whips it like to one side and the baby comes flying out. You've never seen that? Oh, that's hilarious. Let me see if I can find it. That's a
Darth
classic.
Buddha says, I love the lockout tools in your journal. They're good stuff
Absolutely.
News
if you utilize them. I want to know about the trading for science, the username. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you a science person? I'm trying to think of the name for someone who's a scientist.
A Scientologist?
It's early in the morning for me.
So
But yeah,
Zishan,
it's different.
I say Zishan comes from my stream. His name is, oh, did I say science or Z? His name's Zishan. I used to have a trade, and I would always, it was a test. So like right now it would be at the lows. I would put an entry right at the lows for a long, looking for it to like break, basically a little liquidity grab, and then shoot right back into the range. And I would always say I was testing it out. So I would always say I'm taking this trade for science. And then he literally, I guess, liked it so much that he changed his name to Trading for Science.
That's hilarious.
That was how that name came about. I take full credit.
By the way, I was not laughing at that. You should. I was not laughing at the name. I was laughing at the fact that I couldn't remember the word scientist for someone who does science for a living. So,
It's pretty
not
funny.
laughing at you. Okay, I'm moving this so I get rid of that. Ding.
Yeah, the sun's
If I get
making
profit, I
its
can be
way.
like, ding.
Rebecca, I sent you the video in the
I
background.
know, I'm
chat.
going to share it.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Obviously, you can't hear the sound, but that's okay.
Yeah, you don't need it.
That looks like, yeah, that looks like a guy that'd be eating Doritos in that situation. Look at that.
Oh my god.
I just thought that was funny.
That is funny. Oops.
You
I
wanna,
lost
my kids now, they don't, every time like we're watching like a baseball game or something on TV, because that's really like the only live TV we watch is sporting events, the commercials will come on, and the kids, my oldest especially, he's like, why do these games have ads? And I'm just like, calling them ads. I was like, they're commercials.
ads.
He's like, they're ads. And I'm like, damn it, he's kind of right. I was like, but they're commercials. He's like,
They're
well, they're
right.
ads. He's like, all right, whatever. I'm not having this conversation.
That's
you're
so funny.
Making me feel old. Well, it's because, the YouTube, everything's considered an ad now. They're not
The
commercials.
YouTube. You just made yourself old.
The YouTube.
The YouTube.
Uh,
My son has started like speaking more like a person, and because he's 3.5, and he'll be like, I feel bad because sometimes I'm like, I don't want you to do this, like stop doing this, and he just obviously then does it, right? And then I'll be like, bud, don't do this, and he'll start talking, and I feel kind of bad because I'm like, no, just don't do it, just whatever. And he's like, I'm trying to tell you something. And I'm like, that's fair. Like, but he's starting to speak more like just like an older person. And it's just so funny. I'm just trying to tell you something, Mom. I'm like, oh, okay.
I
What are you
remember
trying to
those
tell me? He's like,
days.
I couldn't
Yeah.
help myself. That's what he says. I couldn't stop myself from doing it. I'm like, that's also fair. You have no brain, no frontal cortex or whatever it's called, frontal lobe. Oh man, it's fun. They're fun days.
I miss those ages, but I don't miss those ages.
How many do you have?
I have 2. They're 9 and 7.
2, 9 and 7. That's right. I couldn't remember. I'm sorry, because someone who I talked with was like, I was like, how do you feel about 3? And he was like, why? Don't do it. Like, because I have a few friends a few friends who are like, yeah, just the more you have, the more they just kind of hang out together, right? And then I have some friends who are like, 2 is just a really good number.
It is. I mean, so I had a brother growing up, and he was 4.5 years apart. And like looking back, I always remember him like trying to play with me because, you know, is what brothers do. He's younger.
Are you the older one?
Yeah, I'm the
Okay.
older one. So like he was always trying to play with me and my friends, but he was always just like too far apart in like the skill gap, the mental gap, like all of it. Like so it was very frustrating like looking back, because it's like me and my brother have a great relationship now, and we talk all the time and like we hang out all the time, etc. But it was just like looking back, it was like, man, I feel like our childhood would have been so much better had we been closer together. So like when me and the wife were talking about how many kids we wanted, you know, we both came from families of 2 kids. We both had the same like 4.5, 5 year gap. We both had the same stories. So we're like, all right, well, if we do have 2 kids, let's have them close together, because like, you know, they'll be able to play together. You know, all that stuff will hopefully take care of itself. And it has. I mean, to be completely honest, it's been great. Like they play with each other. They obviously have their brother moments where they'll fight, but I mean, it'd be weird if they didn't. But they tend to get along. I mean, they still do their own things, but like like we'll be sitting here in the afternoon sometimes, and me and the wife are making dinner or something like that. They'll just be doing their own thing together. And it's like, it's awesome. So it's and then like, you know, we've teetered the idea of a third one, you know, while we were pregnant with the second one, like just a conversation, and we both agreed that like it's just, I don't know, you see families with 3 kids and it's just chaotic, and it's like, and then
Yes,
you
this
always
is
have
my friend here.
Yeah.
This is my friend who told me that
Yeah.
2 is a good number.
You just gotta
Seriously,
be okay
this
with
is actually
chaos,
her.
right? Yeah. Surrender to the chaos. And that's it's the truth. It's like
Yes.
with
Yes.
2 kids, you have you know, a mom and a dad as well, right? So you have one for each person. You add a third, then what? You just go over there. I gotta deal with your brother. Like it's like you put yourself in a very chaotic situation that you're not gonna be able to like logically handle at all times. Like, and then imagine like vacations and like, you know, going to like the carnival, or, you know, we just did that the other night. Like you can't control it all. And it's not that I
No.
want to be in control, but it's just like logistically speaking, it's like trying to be smart about it. And then the other thing is, if you ever notice, many people don't stop at 3. It's kind of crazy. Like, you
Oh,
get
my
a
friend just
third
had her
one and
4th.
see, that's what I'm saying. And then sometimes you're like, all right, I'm gonna have 3, and then you have twins, like, and it's just, I don't know. Two. The one that really sucks is when you're only planning on having 2, and then the second one you have twins, because then that just sucks. But I have a friend
And
that
then
did
you got
that, and
3.
it's like, yeah, it's like, this is not what I wanted.
Or you get triplets.
Most tables are built for 4. This is true.
The world is built for 4.
It really is. It really is.
It really, really is.
Except for
Sharky says 3
airplanes.
feels like.
Yeah, I was just thinking about airplanes.
Yeah, like why the 3? You know, so weird.
Yeah, we're looking to fly. We're looking to fly to Italy,
3 feels like
and
that.
British Airways has rows of 4. But other than that, everything else is 3.
I don't know who we're planning on flying. I don't think she's actually done any of that yet.
The
Can you
reason
tell
I
me
bought
where in
these
Copenhagen-
noise canceling headphones are for baby people that take their babies on the
Honestly,
plane.
Raj, thank you for buying those, because when we moved here, so first of all, I just have to say my son set an unrealistic expectation of babies because he was the most chill. Look at, oh my gosh, does Raj have whatever his name is?
No,
Gosh, have any kids or whatever.
I have freedom. That's what I have.
He does, and we hate him. No, so what was I saying? So he set an unrealistic expectation because he was very chill. Like I flew internationally with him by myself, and I would just like lay him down like in the seat beside me, and he'd sleep for 10 hours, whatever. And my daughter is just, she's really here to F some shit up. That's why she was born. Okay. That's why she's here. So when we flew with her, she screamed like 6 out of the 10-hour flight. and there was nothing I could do. Like, I tried everything, and this guy beside me was like 20. I'm like, am I turning you off, kids, forever? And he's like, kind of. I'm like, I felt really bad, but I have to say, in that moment, you know who I felt bad for? Myself. Felt
Fun.
really bad for myself because I was very stressed
Yeah.
because I was like, I mean, I felt bad for my daughter, but she was just crying because we flew at 6 months and she just cried and cried and cried. We did Tylenol and we did, you know, like everything that we could do. And she just cried. And I was like, listen, people, if you don't have noise canceling ear headphones in 2025, that's on you.
I think
And
there
also, I'm
should be
very
like
sorry.
a new class, like baby free class. I would pay extra for that.
I would too. I would just leave my baby in the regular class and then go sit up there.
Because there, it doesn't matter if you get business or regular. There's always a crying baby. Like there's always a crying baby.
I'll tell you right now, I was kind of the same way, but with the first one, he was pretty chill, and we did fly a lot, like early in their lives, because we tried to keep our tradition of going to Florida once a year alive for a little bit. But I will say, when you have your own kids and you're on an airplane and they're crying, it really puts life into perspective. For every time you were on a plane before that with a crying baby, where you thought it was annoying, it immediately makes you feel like a dick. you're, you're just like, man, all those
Nah,
times I felt like that. Well, you don't have kids, so you don't
nah.
know.
Opinion rejected. It's still annoying.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing. It's not annoying.
It's
I agree it's
annoying.
annoying. But how
Yeah.
annoying do you think it is for the parent? Like, as a parent, you realize like how bad you feel that you're kind of quote unquote ruining their flight, you know, a little bit. You know, you're just trying to sleep on this, you know, 5 hour long flight or whatever it is. And it's like you're the one that's responsible for the baby that's crying. And it's like you feel so bad. And I'm just saying, like, in hindsight, it reminds you of all the times that you felt that way. And you're just like, oh, that's me now.
Yeah, I get it. But also, I think babies don't really need to travel. Babies
Yeah,
need their
Just
crib.
people,
They
parents
need
need
their
to
home.
travel.
yeah. What if
I
they
don't
had
care.
like a
We
under
had to move.
I don't care.
Well, what if they put like a compartment like down where the luggage is that's air conditioned and stuff like that with a bunch of
Did
cribs,
it with the
You want to
right?
dogs.
put him by the cargo?
Well, I'm saying it's
You're even
a
more cruel than
separate.
I am. I'm just saying don't travel with your kids. You're like, put him in the cargo bay.
No, I'm
Because
saying
he's a
like
parent.
I'm saying it's a separate section for parents with crying babies that they could go, you know, so it doesn't like disrupt the flight kind of thing. That's what I was.
Oh my god. The humanity.
That
I
would
didn't
be
say put
nice.
them with the
I'd
cargo. I said a whole separate room that was air conditioned, by the way, is what I said. This is no cruel and unusual going on here.
Okay.
They have snacks.
Yeah. We got bottles for days.
I read that
Babies are
Japanese
people too.
Airlines will now bottles for days. Japanese Airlines now tells you where babies are sitting on the flight,
Hell yeah.
so you can avoid it. But
That's
like,
awesome.
as well, it can be. But like someone said, what if you book the flight before a family? Like, what if you book your seat before a family?
Or what if the family doesn't say, or I guess you have to say it's a baby? Because I was going to say some people might just not say there's a baby.
Yeah, there's always been like an issue because we pay for the seats unless it's exorbitantly, is that a word? Expensive.
Yeah.
And because I'm like, I do not want to hold my child for like 10 hours straight. There's just no way. And so we buy the seat. But then there's an issue sometimes. Like we've had quite a few issues where we do it and then we get there and they're like, but they're a bit like, but they're not 2 years old. I'm like, yeah, but do you want to hold them then for the whole 10 hours? Like, I don't understand. And they're like, they cannot comprehend why we bought a seat. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, and they try and they're like, well, you don't need, like, I've had it one time where they tried to give the seat away. And I was like, whoa, like, do not give the seat
So
Yeah.
away.
they
Like,
did that to
I will
us.
kill you.
Yeah, Southwest actually did that to us once, where we bought the seat so that we could put a car seat in the seat so that they could sleep.
Mhm.
And when we got there, they were like, "Wait a minute, this seat isn't being occupied because." And so, or it said on their side of things, it said something about like the car seat or whatever. So they actually ended up selling the seat because they thought it was like a mistake or something. So
Really?
yeah. But
Well, you
we,
can buy
then
a
what
separate
happens?
seat for yourself as an adult too, right? You can be like, I want 2
yes,
seats.
yeah, well, yeah,
So
some people
what's
have
the
to.
difference? What's the
Well,
difference with that?
But
I
they
don't know.
could take it away from you though.
What?
They can they? That
Yeah,
I
like
don't know.
well, I mean, I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen.
Yeah, I don't know how that would
I
work.
don't know.
Especially if you physically need it, you know. Like the
Right?
person
What is
that's
happening?
taking that ticket would be a little on the
Right?
sucky
That's
side
fair.
of that. Yeah, the market is, I don't know, it's kind of just grinding. Now we're
Someone
actually
said
trying to get a
confused
buy.
market. I
Yeah,
agree.
I
It
agree
is
as
a
well.
confused market.
That whole time I was hoping for a big move down to try to get a trade, but we never got it. I kind of think everyone was expecting a big move down too, and this is the culmination of not getting it. Is everyone's like, all right, fine, I'm out.
And I'm out.
Now it's a question of, are people gonna short again, looking for it to retouch the lows, or are we gonna go back into this range? Again, though, it's really
man.
not that big of a range. 140 points from high to low.
Yeah, it's not.
And it's good enough to make money in, but it's not like it's a. Oh, what was yesterday's? I'm actually curious. Or that move was.
By the way, feel free to mute me if it gets loud. People are starting to wake up.
Yeah, yesterday that single move at the open was 250 points.
Whoa.
So we're talking double what we've seen so far today. And that was just the opening move. That wasn't even like the highs and lows of the current day. The overnight low, overnight high.
I wonder if that's just because we don't have like any real news catalyst or anything this morning.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Monday was the same way. How big was Monday? Because Monday there wasn't really anything either, and it just kind of did its thing to the upside.
Hmm.
Let's see, that was.
And overnight wasn't. Sorry, go ahead.
Very fine. I was gonna say that was 200 points. The move on Monday.
For an overnight, we did move. I mean, not a lot, but pretty with the news of the Japan tariff deal. We did move quite a bit up.
Yeah, it did. Then it kind
I
of
mean,
just
not a
went
lot.
sideways.
In ES, yeah, in MES it was 30 points, which isn't a lot, but for overnight, it's all right.
Raj, you want to hear a sad story? Well, you too, Rebecca.
Yeah.
I sat down at my computer and turned it on at 7:09, 7:10, or no, it was after. That's when the move happened. I turned it on when it was just retouching the middle band. On this move here, I was so sad because I'll take these in the pre-market. Like when I see volume come in and we go straight down, and especially because a lot of times in pre-market the range isn't there, right? It'll like a full candle will be like 2 or 3 points, but I mean these were good candles. I mean these two candles were from what 60 down to 30. That was 30 points in two candles. So had I seen that, like when I sat down, I would have jumped all over that. But I was so sad because it was already retesting up there. I usually don't see that in the pre-market. But yeah, it was sad. It was just not lost money, but money that could have been.
That's fair. You know, I thought you were gonna go somewhere else when you said that you like logged into your computer or whatever. Because you know what I've realized in my life, the most judgmental person that I've ever met is my icon on my MacBook Pro when I get my password wrong. And she literally goes like this at me when I have you noticed?
Icon.
It's like the emoji thing,
Like
the meme
my
emoji?
avatar, my
Yeah,
avatar.
Oh.
Yes. When I get my password wrong, she's like so disappointed in me. And I'm like, whoa. Literally the biggest eye roll. She's like, and I hear the sigh too. Like seeing into my future with my daughter. But literally I'm like, this is funny.
That is pretty hilarious. I mean, I don't have that on Windows, so I don't know what you're talking about, but mine just pops up and says incorrect credentials. But I can imagine it just like rolling its eyes at you.
I get so much sass. I'll take a video and send it to you because it's pretty funny.
Put it on X. I just
Oh,
have
yeah, I
I
will.
have an actual profile picture, but you said you have like those memojis. Where's your
Yeah,
picture?
I think
Okay,
it's
that,
I
like a
see.
moving
yeah,
avatar.
I see.
it's actually kind of cool, but I've seen those before. It is kind of interesting. I think who came out? It was like Snapchat or one of them, Instagram. One of them started that, and then it
Snapchat, yeah.
was a Snapchat.
Bitmoji, they called it.
Bitmoji, yes, that's
That's
it.
right.
Yeah. I don't think anyone really uses Snapchat anymore.
I think all the kids still
Teenagers.
do. Yeah.
Teenagers still do? Interesting.
I'm in this like, I don't need to be in it, but I'm in this Facebook group that's called "Are We Dating the Same Guy?" Because it's hilarious, and a lot of them are like, he'll only talk to me on Snapchat, and it's like a 35-year-old man. I'm like, are we sure? Are we sure
Wow.
this is a man? The people are still snapping.
Interesting.
The
Oh,
I mean, you can
did
see
his
the
job.
appeal. You can see the appeal of Snapchat, right? Because it disappears or whatever. So you can have a conversation and then there's no trace of it. So I guess I get
Yes.
that. Like from that perspective, you know, when you're trying to cheat on somebody, I guess that makes sense. Not that that obviously
Right?
is a good thing, but I see the logical thinking behind it. But is that why
It's
the
the perfect.
teenagers like it? I don't like what's you like why not why I don't
I
understand
guess
it.
this is
Like
like a quick dopamine hit.
yeah, I mean maybe I'm old fashioned, but like if someone's sending me a picture, it's usually something that I might want to go back and look at later too. So it's like I don't know.
Wow, you just aged yourself so bad.
Just saying, you know, we like to look at pictures.
Oh,
That's what we grew up. You know, your parents like, hey, come look at this picture album that I made, or what were those things called? The books of all like you'd put a bunch of
Albums?
no, not an album. I know that's like
no,
a photo
scrapbook.
album.
Scrapbook.
Scrapbook. Yes, yes,
Scrapbook.
Okay,
scrapbook.
yeah.
Like you would have a vacation, so you would make a scrapbook for like each vacation, and you would go back and like that's how you did it. But now you just go on Facebook and click album, just like or
Yes.
yeah. Now you don't even have to make scrapbooks anymore. I miss those.
I want to talk more about photos, but I want to read what Scott said. He said, "Fun fact: I'm on a Signal chat with JD Vance. Laughed when that scandal broke. What scandal?
Yeah, what scandal?
What scandal? Tell us, Scott."
You
Also,
chatting with the
Raj
vice
is,
president. Interesting.
Signal chat.
Raj is 45.
Isn't Signal chat the one that has all the encryptions and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have it, but I don't have the vice president on it.
Well,
I
and
do
is
not have
there
it.
chats where like like how many people can you have in one chat? Like I'm wondering if it's just like
A
a big
lot,
group chat.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Classified info about
Oh,
an
this.
attack on a Signal chat that accidentally included a reporter. Well, it's not very
Hmm.
classified anymore, huh? Wow. Raj catching haymakers
Speaking
today.
of photos, what this one?
And now Zishan thinks he's 40. How old are you, Raj?
I'm 48.
Yeah, see? He's younger
I
than you
said
thought.
45.
He looks younger. That's a good thing. You actually 48?
That's funny.
Damn.
No,
You look
no,
22.
I'm not 48.
You look 17.
Oh,
17?
thank you.
Oh, yeah. Maybe those texts I sent you
Man.
earlier I should take back. Only if
Maybe
we
the
were
what?
using Snapchat. Wouldn't have to worry
Oh.
about it. Oh, don't let Zishan's personality come out in chat. It'll haunt you.
I love it.
He is a
More like
5'3",
mine.
25-year-old with a very naughty way of life. Naughty
So we should have him
mind.
on stream, is what you're saying.
That would be hilarious. I've talked to him in my Discord before, and yeah, he's definitely funny to talk. He's fun to talk to. In a way that's probably not very appropriate for a trading stream.
It's hilarious.
Listen, we're okay. We're okay with it.
Yeah.
Also, just going back to speaking about photos for a second.
Oh yeah.
Also, I'm still in my short, debating
Nice.
if I should get out of it.
Where's your
Oh, you
extra?
didn't exit? I thought you exited on news.
No, oh, I did, and then I got back in. This is
Oh,
just it's an entry. I'm trying to be more mechanical in my trading. It is a setup, it is an entry, and I took it. And that's that.
fair enough.
So, I'm gonna see what happens here.
What's the
It's only
mechanical stop here?
see that is more so so the mechanical stop is if this breaks back into the opening range, I don't really want to be in it still. The 15-minute opening range or the yellow lines there. Sometimes it does break back in and then break back out, which then of course you're like, oh crap, I got taken out, and then it goes my way. But often if it breaks back into this opening range here with like a strong bar, we usually see a double break of the opening range here, and it goes and breaks the top. So then I'm not interested. And then
Gotcha.
I'll look for a trade from top to bottom of the opening range.
Makes sense.
So let's see. Yep. Let's see.
Photos. Let's do it.
My photos, we got my son like a little camera that takes like terrible quality photos, but it takes like a little fox and it takes photos. And I'm like, is there something wrong with me? Because I'm like emotional, like looking at the photos he takes, because it's like you get to see what's important to them. And there's like 72 photos of the same garbage truck. And it's so cute. It's so cute. My in-laws took him out for lunch and they sent me pictures of him like at the table, like taking photos of garbage trucks going by and getting so excited to like take these photos of garbage trucks going by. And I'm like, this is the most wholesome thing
It's
ever.
funny.
That is funny.
It is funny.
Someone
Right?
compiled a vacation video from only videos that their like elderly mom took, and it was just like videos of the ground while she's walking, videos of just her face on a cruise. It was hilarious.
The best
And
ones are when they're holding the phone like out like this, and it's just a
Yeah,
picture of their face. You're just like,
yeah.
man, I'd die to see what's on the other side of this phone. That's
oh
funny.
my goodness. Oh, um, that what look at that. They do exist. What exists?
Uh,
Aliens?
so I have my live stream going as well, but it's just my my screen, so that way I could just, if I were to take any trades, people that watch me every day, they could still see them. But I also have our sound on as well. So he came in my stream, he was like, "Did I get too high, or are they invisible?" Because he can hear us, but he couldn't see us.
That's
So I
hilarious.
sent him the stream link. So
That is funny. Mr. Waffle Sack. I want to be friends with all these people. Their names are hilarious.
don't call him pancakes.
Wasn't going to.
Just said don't do it. Become an enemy for life.
Okay. I might get out of my trade. Let's see what happens here. All right.
Just got crude oil news.
10:30.
Oh yeah.
Crude oil never does anything.
Except for the one time it does. And you're like, wait.
You know, it's funny because when I was trading equities, I had a position in Oxy. And so I would actually pay attention to like any kind of oil news. And every time there'd be like crude oil inventories and all that stuff, I would always like get excited because maybe something would happen. And it was like no matter what the news was for anything oil, the price would always seem like it went down. And I'm just like, come on. It was like no matter what, it just went down. And even when Trump started coming into the picture and he started talking about drill baby drill and stuff like that, I was still in my position thinking that we could figure that out, or not figure it out, but hope that, you know, like that would be a good thing. Like, hey, we're going to be spending more money and it didn't matter. It just kept.
Wouldn't that be negative? Because they're gonna get more inventory by drilling more.
Yeah, I don't really know how that works because you would think they would get more profits from drilling more as well, right? Like I don't know how it all works, but it didn't really seem to matter. I will say like it did kind of go down during all that, but then it did end up rebounding like after he
Yeah.
the inauguration and everything. So I mean, it could have just been the market being the market kind of thing. You still in
I
your
would
short?
think that if you create more
Yep.
supply, it would lower the price, right?
Well, that's the idea from an why am I saying client? The end user. There's another word I was looking for there, but that would make more sense for the end user. That's going to be cheaper. But as far as the companies, like that would mean they're also selling more, right? If they're drilling more, you would think that they would sell more because it's cheaper, so more people are buying, kind of thing. I honestly I don't know how it all works on that level, but I
Yeah,
mean,
me neither.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's just like you have the process in your head. That's kind of how I have it in mind. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah. I have a friend who's very smart. He knows the entire oil process. One day, he started to explain it to me, and honestly, after 2.5 minutes, I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
He was explaining like the exact process of like refinement and how the crude goes from one process to another, and I was like, dude, I was looking for maybe a 2-sentence answer, and this guy's like just
Right?
going on and on.
Flip notes, please.
I
He's
don't
very smart.
care.
He's extremely smart.
I sometimes wish I was someone like that, where like I have a really hard problem like retaining information unless it's something that I am like really interested in. So it's like I'll hear like random information, and in that moment while I'm hearing it, I'm really interested. And like I'll remember it right then and there, but then you ask me about it a week later and I won't remember any of it. I'm like, Google is, and I don't know if it's part of the era that we live in where we know that we can just simply go Google something. So like in the back of your subconscious, you're just like, I'm enjoying this. I like listening to it. I'm interested, but I don't need to actually remember it because I can then just go back and look it up again later if I really want to. And I don't know
Yeah,
if that's why or if my memory is just bad, but it's a really interesting thing to think about.
that's fair.
It's fair.
Hey, we should have you
Um,
on next week, and then we can do like a proper marbles stream. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah. I mean, if you
Can we do
have,
it now?
I'll say if you have the list, yeah, I can just copy paste it. I think.
No, let's do it. Let's do it next week.
Okay.
We'll have it a little more organized.
Just kidding.
We could
Fine.
do it
Mr.
on.
Waffle Snack has 5 kids, just FYI.
Oh wow. You want to do it just next week, same time? Wednesday?
Let me just double check, but I don't see why that'd be an
You
issue.
busy?
Well, we're going
That'll
on
be
we're going on the cruise, but it's not next week. I think we leave on the 1st. Or no, we leave on so we leave on the 1st, we're flying down to Miami, and then the cruise leaves on the 2nd. But let's see, Wednesday.
Oh my gosh,
Yep.
fun.
Yeah, it's
Are you going to
so
trade?
no. So I was actually going to jump in and talk about that. Like it's almost impossible because their Wi-Fi on the cruise is not meant for low latency. So like you'd be basically
can't trade,
trading with like a bunch of imagine like trading with like the 13 EMA as your primary source of information. That's what it would feel like. It's like a very lagging indicator. It's so
Okay.
slow. Like
That's
like
why
you
I want to
see,
get into some other strategy that I can trade while I'm traveling.
right,
I'm
like
in your
more of a
short,
long.
Rebecca.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
coming down.
Nice.
I want to see it
And
break
my
the low here and
next one
go.
is here. Yeah. I would love to see that.
No, yeah, next Wednesday I'm good.
Cool.
So-
We'll have you on. We'll do marbles. Tomorrow, by the way, guys, there's no stream. We will be back next Tuesday.
Yay.
Oh, got it. In the calendar.
Cool.
Dang, that was a bounce,
Come
man.
on.
You can't get that break, man. I know. I want.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing too, is a lot of people that are
Yesterday.
short in this situation. It's like, yeah, I'm rooting for you, man. Let's go. Because if it works for you, that means it's gonna work for me.
Yeah. Let's see. This area could hold. We'll have to
Let's
see.
see. Raj, there's a question for you there. Is there a way that someone can join the support team?
Just contact support, and then they'll give you an email address where you can submit your information, and we'll go from there.
Perfect.
So Rebecca, if this broke the current lows right there, where are you looking to take profit, or are you still just looking for a much bigger move?
Okay, so good question. My consistency target is at 48 on MES, but see this white line? Are you see my screen?
Yep.
No.
No. Nope.
All right, this
Raj,
is
you do
Roger's
it.
screen.
You do it.
Okay, I'll
It's
do it.
Roger's screen.
There we go.
Oh,
So
okay.
see this white line here? That's the previous day's point of control.
Okay.
And right all the way down here. So this is where I have my take profit. But on the live account, I'm hoping it gets down to here. We'll see. Usually price stalls around. So this is previous day's point of control, which according to Edgeful, gets touched 80% of the time at least one point in the session. So that's pretty interesting to me.
That is interesting.
I always find though that price likes to stall out and bounce at the previous day's New York VWAP, which is that light purple VWAP that we see here. So I will, like I do what I do when I have shorts on, I will put my take profit. If I'm actively monitoring my trade, I'll put it pretty like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like above and beyond what I would actually take. Advantageous, maybe. Yeah, aggressive. There you go. Profit, because sometimes price just falls and it will go all the way there just quickly. If I'm walking away from my trade because life, I'll move my take profit up to where I do usually see it bounce, which I'd move it up to the New York VWAP there.
So basically the reason you would do that, like leave it where it's at. So say it starts to move. The reason you'd leave it there just in case you get that big whip, but you also could just drag it up, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to test myself. I because like how people say like you don't go broke taking profits. And I don't know if I agree with that, because not a lot of the time, but a lot of the time I talk myself out of waiting for my take profit, and I'll pull my trade early, like we talked about at the very beginning of this stream. And then I look back and I look back and my take profit hits, right? I don't have a percentage on how often it hits. But I'm trying to challenge myself to let the price get there.
There was a guy I used to follow back when it was Twitter, and he was very mechanical. I don't know if he's still around or not. I know he was very big. This was more of like a fifth income kind of thing. Like he was just trying to find something to do on the back end. But he had a 1-to-5 risk reward ratio strat. And it was, he would wait for the strategy to show itself, the edge to show itself. He would take the trade. He would put an OCO order at 1-to-5, so he'd be risking 1R to gain 5, and he would just walk away because that was his strat. And there would be times where it would go to 4, 4.5, and then come back and stop him out. But he had data from years, like he backtested this thing for years, where there was enough times to where it would go 4, come back up, get back to break even, or maybe even a little bit red, and then go back and still work out to where it made sense to just leave it. And it was so mechanical that all he had to do was set an alert on his chart to basically alert him when that setup was happening, put the trade on, and that's it. You just wait. And that's a very Mark Douglas way of approaching it too. He intraday traded it, but it was on the 5-minute, so it was a little bit slower. And it really wasn't anything special. It was like he was looking for a combination of things, but it was essentially 2 EMA crosses. I think it was the 9 and the 20, which we've all heard in the past. And then it was like, but it also had to do with like the MACD and like the amount of volume, because he used the what's that? The volume profile, the one that comes from the side. So like there was other things where like the volume profile had to be like how it's like always clumped and there's like that one big section, like it had to be above or below that, as well as the MACD had to be like above or below a certain number, and the 9 had to be crossing the 20 at the same time. If all 3 of those things happened, he would then get in. I think it was like when the next candle passed the next, the previous candle on the 5-minute chart, that would signal his entry, and he would try to get his 1 that he was risking as below that current low or high, or if he's shorting the current high, like whatever it was, he would try to get it. That's where his stop would be. So whatever 1 would be in that case, and it would vary. It wasn't always a set amount. Then he would just go 5 from that, and then set the OCO order and just walk away. And while I was paying attention
Wow.
to him, which was for like 2 years, it seemed pretty profitable. But I don't see him around anymore, so I don't know what happened. But it's just the basis of that story is like, if you have a mechanical system, it can be a lot easier mentally for what you were just talking about, right? You're trying to test yourself to be patient for those take profits. But if you build a system around something like that, obviously it's not always going to work, because sometimes it's just frustrating to watch it come so close to take profit. And you're like, well, do I really want to risk like 4x back up to my break even or stop loss when I'm only looking for like half an R now? But in the long run, if you've ran the stats, if it shows that it's worth it, then you can't look at it from a micro standpoint. You can't look at it at that one specific trade, because every time you take profit early, you're completely negating the entire strat, right? The mechanicalness of it. Because the say 5 times you take 4 to 1 when you're waiting for 5 to 1 instead of waiting, that's one whole take profit that you lost out on because you took it early, where it would have worked out. And if you end up taking the losses after that, like, it throws off the percentages completely and you don't even realize it. But just that one little trade that you, or that take profit that you take off every time, if this is your strategy, right? So it's just one, I'm just getting at it. It's like, if you can find a way for, because a lot of people like the mechanicalness of it, where you just take the emotional
Right.
part out of it. So if you can find a way to do that, that's kind of what I'm getting at, is do that, because it'll help you out tremendously. Because you don't have to think. You don't have to sit here and stare at the chart and be like, what if? Once you're in the trade, either it works or it doesn't. You don't have to be like, well, what if it comes down to this point and starts to bounce? Like, should I take it off, or is it just a temporary bounce and it's going to continue? Like, you don't have to think about any of that. You just let it go.
I feel like I would never look at like how they actually play out. I would just look at my P&L. Did it work or did it not? Because if I look back and see like how close it got, I'd just like enter into tiltiness.
Yeah, for sure.
Tilterson. Yes.
Fair enough.
I always
that's me
said,
though.
if I
You're
did
still in your
that,
short, Rock?
I'm
Oh,
still
yeah.
in, yeah. I got almost
Sorry.
taken out for profit, but
Yeah.
I'm still in.
I
One of
always
my-
say,
Okay.
go you.
One of my positions got taken out here, and then I'm holding another one to go all the way to the prior daily low, but I might just get stopped out for break even.
That's funny. I
Okay.
marked that out too on my chart. I went back and actually found it. I don't have it set on. I wonder if you can do that on Tradeify. It's at, what is that, like 106?
What? What is 106?
The prior day low.
Prior day low is below 110. It's 106.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I go
105
back and
there.
draw my own lines, but that'd be nice. Like, I have the current day high and current day low on the chart, but I don't know if I can put the previous day. Let's see.
If this actually holds and my like I was like a few ticks away from getting stopped out and it goes to profit, that would be one of the times where that's actually like the positive. Usually it's like, you know, your stop gets hit by 1 tick and you miss the move. So let's see.
That's another poker analogy. You hear people complain about their bad beats all the time, but you don't ever hear them talking about the times where they bad beat somebody else, right?
Yeah.
You always remember the bad ones. You never remember the good ones.
Yeah.
It's always funny. It's very, very rare you hear someone telling you a story about a poker hand where you like sucked out on somebody, but you will always hear people complaining about some crazy like bad beat story. So it happens in trading too. Like the people that are actually transparent about that stuff, it's like the winning you expect. I think we talked about this last time. It's like you expect to win, but the losses are really what define you as a trader, right? How are you protecting your capital? That's really what it comes down to. Risk management and consistency.
Really is. Which leads me to talk about Tim Hugard, who wrote that book, The Best Loser Wins. And he's speaking in LA in October, and I really want to go. Oh.
In LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When does the discount end?
July 31st.
July 31st.
Someone asked about my
Jinx.
trade. Let me go back to that comment. Someone asked me about my trade.
I've
What was the
never.
thesis for getting in short? Oh, I just got stopped out. Anyways, the thesis was we're clearly in this downtrend and this area is weak, along with this area down here, which I've identified as an interest area. And the thesis was that we're getting a pullback above the mean. This would be a good area to put risk like here and target down here. So it was just a good risk to reward because I risked like around here, I got in around here, and then I took profit around here. So that was the thesis for the trade. And it still is going, it looks like. Let me enter back in here. Stop right here. Yeah, I'm targeting if it can get there near prior daily low. But I would look to trim. It's only one lot, but I would look to get out if it stalls anywhere here. Are you still in yours, Rebecca?
It's kind of doing the same thing it did yesterday, though.
Okay.
Just like no continuation to the downside. It's just frustrating. Well, I'm
Yeah.
not frustrated. It's, let's see.
Yeah, it definitely, like when you zoom out a little, it's definitely starting to kind of look like it's facing out and maybe trying to attempt a curl.
Yeah.
But we still haven't made, on more of a macro style, we haven't made a higher high yet. So, which is
I just got out of my short. I'm gonna wait.
But yeah, even on a more micro scale, if you look since the previous touch where we double bottom there, I mean, we're making higher lows consistently so
We
far.
are making lower highs and higher lows. So let's see what happens.
But like they say, usually what you think is going to happen. That's the thing with technical analysis, right? It always looks good in hindsight, but in the moment, it's like you try to, look at technical analysis live, and it's like, yeah, it definitely looks like it's going to do that. But how many times you say that and it just does the exact opposite?
Right.
Which in this case would be good for you.
Come on.
Come to mama.
Come on.
I saw a video
I might
yesterday.
have to... No, go ahead. I want to hear about this video.
I saw this video yesterday of a family that had 5 kids. Speaking of 5 kids, they sat down in the living room. The mom and the dad set up a camera facing them, and they just called the names of each kid, and it ranged from like 9 to baby, like a baby that just started walking, so like 11 months to I don't know, like 14 months or something. And the dad ended up winning 3-2, but it was like, it made me start thinking, like, I wonder if my kids would run to me or my mother or their mother. and
to your mother.
Yeah. Well, my mom actually lives with us. She lives in the in-law suite downstairs, and if she was in the mix too, I don't think I would get either of them.
That's so nice. You have a built-in babysitter.
Yeah. Yes. It's amazing. At times, it's very amazing.
Is she gonna watch your kids when you go to Italy then?
I don't know. I don't think we've got that far as who's watching them just yet. I know. So I can't believe I haven't brought this up. You want me to really date myself a little bit? Me and the wife are going to a concert tonight. It's to see if you can possibly just throw out a name that you would think that would be having. It's from back in the day. It's an artist from back in the day. But I don't want to give you the genre. But just throw out a random artist that you could think that you think I would go listen to. It's not gonna even be close. I don't like country, so I'll get rid of that genre.
So like
that you would
Metallica or AC/DC or something? I don't know if they're still
That's
touring.
that's a little before me. I mean, I would go watch them, but like that I didn't really grow up with them. That was more 80s. I was born 85, so I more so listen like late 90s, early 2000s is when I really got into music.
Is it the Backstreet Boys?
No. I was never, so I liked their songs like growing up, like everybody did. It was, the hip thing to do, but I never really liked them, and I liked
I'm
NSYNC better
waiting.
anyway.
Hootie.
Hootie? Oh, that's a good one. No, it's not Hootie.
Run.
Three Doors Down. I do like me some Three Doors Down. That's actually to Three Doors Down. I really liked, but no, wrong genre. I'll give it. Who's Milli Vanilli? Is that
Milli
somebody I should-
Vanilli. Milli Vanilli.
Is it
Really?
Ocean Alley?
Milli Vanilli.
It's think more. Oh, Milli Vanilli. Okay, I know who this is. I didn't know who they were, but I saw them.
Order filled.
Donald.
I'm looking up Baltimore Ticketmaster right now. I'm cheating.
Oh, it's
my
it's not.
gosh.
It's actually at Jiffy Lube
Right.
in Virginia.
Were you traveling to Virginia tonight?
Yeah,
far is
it's
it?
only 2 hours. Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, okay.
Let me look.
But it made me
I'm
think of it
looking-
because my mom is actually not
isn't
watching them
even-
tonight. My mother-in-law is coming down to watch them. That was kind of what made me think that. I can't believe I forgot to mention I was going to the concert.
Jiffy. I never even heard of Jiffy Lube.
Jiffy Lube is a band?
Jiffy Lube is actually
Oh,
no.
You're
Jiffy,
seeing Nelly. You're seeing Nelly.
yeah, Nelly.
Featuring
really?
It's
Ja
getting
Rule.
hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I wanna take my clothes off.
I didn't know he's still touring.
So, well, that's what I asked my wife because she kind of booked it and everything. And I was like, well, I actually asked her this morning. I was like, so is this like, does he have new music? Because most people that tour, they're trying
Yeah.
to get some new music out. And I was like, or is it just because? And she said it was just because. I was like, oh, I guess he needs some money.
That's hilarious.
No, so Jiffy Lube is actually a store for cars that you go in. It's like a quick, like you get oil
Wait, his
changes and stuff.
concerts at a car store?
No. So Jiffy
Oh,
Lube
okay.
sponsors the amphitheater or whatever it is that's there.
Oh, okay.
That's
I was
Jiffy
like, times
Lube.
must be bad if he's just touring in a garage.
That
Yeah,
is so funny.
yeah, it's called Jiffy Lube Live. Yeah, it's kind of like a sports stadium. You know how they'll like be sponsored by a bank or whatever.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it is an amphitheater. Yeah, we've
Are you
been
gonna
there
sport a
before.
band?
What's that?
He said, Mr. Waffle Sack said,
Sport
"Are
a
you gonna
Band-Aid? Oh,
sport
that
a
would be
Band-Aid?"
hilarious. Yeah, wear it
You
underneath.
should.
That would be great. I should have did that this. See, if I was thinking ahead, I would have done that this morning, knowing that I was going to the concert tonight, and people would have been like, "Why are you wearing that?" And be like, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it."
The Band-Aid I'd be wearing would be a Paw Patrol Band-Aid.
Oh,
So
I think
that's
we just
exciting.
I think we just ran out of those actually.
I wonder if R. Kelly does
Exactly.
concerts. Or is he in jail?
Ooh.
Isn't he in jail?
What's that song he sings? If you start, so a lot of these songs I started listening to them the other day. Like I don't remember the lyrics off the top of my head, but once you get the song going, it's like the lyrics just poof, right back into your head. You're just like, oh yeah. There's,
Yes.
what's that one about? R. Kelly sings it. It's talking about like mom and there's alcohol involved. Hold on, now
I
I'm
have
gonna.
no idea, to be honest.
I'm telling you, once I start singing it, though, I'll know all the lyrics. I just gotta remember. Let's see, R. Kelly. And let me just look up his songs first. Yeah, it says he's in jail, by the way. Just saw that.
Oh,
So he
Said
probably
something
won't be
about
touring anytime soon.
something about 20 years. I thought I saw. Hold on, let me see. R. Kelly sentenced to 20 years following HSI Chicago, whatever that means.
Supper Blush.
Rob Lash.
20 years in Fed. Yeah, this was just June 17th. This was just last month.
You think he'd be famous in prison?
No,
Probably.
I don't know. I think
What?
he's one of them ones that would, or what do you mean by the word famous? Am I missing something here?
What do you think they would know? They'd probably know who he is. The OGs of it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They would know who he is. I don't think they would take lightly to him, though, just because of what he did throughout his
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Oh, so June 17th, 2025, he was hospitalized for a prison overdose after alleging a murder for hire plot against him. Well, there you go.
Really?
R. Kelly?
Yeah, this was June 17th.
Jeez.
Yeah, so there's your answer to if he would be popular in jail.
I guess not.
Is it Hotel? Is this the song? Let me listen. If you want to take no. I'm gonna get demonetized on my no, this isn't it. I can't remember the song. Oh, it's gonna Ignition. That's it. It's the
Yes.
remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Not too
Mama
fresh out the
rolling that
kitchen.
body, got
Mama
every man
rolling
in
that
here
body,
wishing.
got
See, I
every
told
man
you.
into wishing.
Yeah,
Yes.
all you got to do is just get it rolling, and then the lyrics just come back. It's crazy how that works.
That's hilarious.
That was funny.
I got one hand in my
I might have to
pocket.
go here.
Yeah, are you out of your short?
I might have to go
remember where.
first.
Yeah, I'm out of my short. Are you out of your short?
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
still in.
Barbara.
I'm still
Okay.
in.
You got to go be mom.
Nope. Yeah. Also, like people in the hotel are starting to wake up, so it's like kind of weird. I'm like in an open space streaming.
Ah. Shouldn't wait. What time is it there?
I'm not at home. 8 a.m.
Oh, okay. So they're coming down to get breakfast and stuff. They got the
Yeah,
complimentary
exactly.
breakfast.
And I'm like, hi. No, but there's free coffee.
Yeah, well, so some people that is breakfast. Not me. I don't like coffee, but
That's for me. For me, it is at this time in the morning.
yeah. Double fisting.
See? It's the same as yesterday.
Oh, geez.
Wow. That's all for you?
One?
You won't do it.
Yes.
You won't do
One
it.
is water.
You won't do
Don't
it.
do it. No. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine?
It's-
Can I get a raise?
no.
Here,
better-
no. This
As
is
long as there's none in the top cup,
coffee.
that would be funny.
It's not even hot anymore. No, there's water in the top cup. And then this is like French vanilla garbage to add into my coffee.
Oh, you got a lot of drinks.
I do. Gotta stay hydrated.
I think coffee does the
All right,
opposite.
Folker Doodles.
See you, Rebecca.
I'm gonna go.
All right.
Are you guys gonna keep streaming or are we gonna call it?
Yeah, let's call it stream. No stream tomorrow, but we will be back on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Vala's coming back. We're gonna do marbles.
Yes.
Multiple times, right?
Sweet.
Remember the
Oh, yeah, don't
sale's
forget about
still
this.
active.
Let's do it. How many people do we have in here today?
Yep. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
200. Bye, everyone.
Let's go.
See ya.
See you.
Ah!
Ah. Is that how you end all your streams?
Ah! Yeah.
No. All that
Yeah.
goes. See ya.
When I'm with other people, yeah, because I try to just sneak it in without intruding. On my stream, I give them the peace. Peace.
See ya.
Peace.
I feel like that's how I say. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's kind of how I say bye to like all my friends on the phone. Like
Sure.
when we're hanging out,
Mhm.
everyone's got their own thing, right? So it's like, one of my friends, he says "ciao," like it's just what he picked. He's not Italian or anything. It's just what he just picked it up one day, but he's been saying it for 20 years at this point. And now that I'm thinking about it, I guess like when I say bye to my friends and stuff, it's always like "see."
Dude.
Yeah. I guess I can slow
I
it down. See ya.
love hearing my see ya. I love hearing my Italian family say bye because they're like ciao, 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 bye, ciao, ciao, ciao,
Ciao, ciao.
ciao. I'm like,
Ciao.
oh my
Okay, yes,
gosh, just
I'm
hang up
now
the
I'm hungry.
phone.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I made some friends in Tunisia, and I was not used to like them just being like, "Mwah, mwah, nice to see you." And I was like, okay, this is happening.
Yeah.
We're doing kisses.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
So the first time I ever experienced that, my wife's coworker married a French guy, and he was very French. Like he had just come over a few years prior, but that was how he said hello. And he's like, this was a good-looking coworker. I'm not trying to get in trouble or anything, but she attracted a very good-looking guy. He was 6'3", like in good shape, and he just like comes up to me, like looks down at me, and he like leans in. And he's like, "Mwah, mwah," and I'm just like, What the fuck just happened?
Yeah, we're not used to that at all, dude.
Yeah, I was like, am I, or like, I thought we were about to like hug. I was like, okay, like, you know how
Yeah,
some people just hug, but no, he just went straight for the kisses on the cheek. And I'm like, all right,
yeah.
now we know each other.
I
It's like
thought it's
that.
only gonna be one, and then I did it, and then they were coming back in, and I was like, "There's two, double."
There's
Yeah.
double.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was definitely an interesting experience the first time I met him. He doesn't do it anymore though. I think he does to like people that he knows also do it, but then I think he's like grown accustomed to like people are a little
Oh,
weirded out by it.
that's sad.
I
You
know,
should
that's
keep
what I
doing it.
said.
You know?
Yeah, if it I always thought it would be really cool like if like we did something. It was the amazing like I felt that much closer to him and like I actually wanted to engage in conversation with him because of that. Because it was just
Yeah.
like you feel like you're immediately on a more personal level than like if you just give like a handshake. A handshake is so boring.
Informal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think also you have to be like a little foreign to do that, or else you're gonna be people are
Yeah.
gonna think you're weird.
Yeah.
You gotta have an accent or something. You can't just start kissing people in North America. They're not gonna like that too.
No.
You
That's
gotta
great.
have an accent.
I mean, unless
Or
you're
a
a
pocket
girl.
square. I feel like a pocket square would do the trick as well.
Yeah, pocket squares do work. I have my wife says I wear a uniform now. I wear different shorts every day, but I literally have like 10 of these same shirt. So like
Yeah.
literally every day I just go in the closet, grab a black shirt. So this is literally every day on stream you see me. I've had people ask me like, do you wear the same shirt every day? And I'm just like, no. Because then I'll
Yeah.
stand up and
No.
I'll show them my shorts. Like it's like I do change. Like I just, but yeah. It's funny. I don't know. I the feeling and this is gonna be weird, but not weird. But it's like these are from Walmart. They're the most comfortable. I've bought expensive shirts like T-shirts to wear, and I've never liked them as much as I like their little $4. It's a brand called George, but the material they use is yeah, it's called George. The material they use is just it's more comfortable than any shirt that I've paid $40 for. And I was just like,
Bro.
it has nothing to do with the fact that it's from Walmart or that it's cheap. It's just it's what I like the most. And the thing is, like the one thing about these is the color fades like a couple months in, but it's $4. I just buy more. That's why I have 10 of them in the closet because it's like sometimes I'll go in the closet and I'll see like you can see the like the light black versus like the newer black and I'm like, all right, time for that one to go. So it's like but they're so comfortable. I don't see the reason to wear anything else because when you get older in life, it's
Why would
I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm just trying to be
Yeah,
comfortable.
no. I wore this yesterday on stream.
Raj
Yeah,
did
you
too.
did.
You and Raj are just swapping shirts.
No, I didn't wear this one. I had a white one.
I'm just being funny. I was
See?
saying because it looks very similar. Although
Oh,
your
yeah.
pinstripes are a little thinner.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right,
Does look
guys. I'm
similar.
gonna get ready for the next stream. We're doing it with Manny, by the way, Rebecca, in an hour.
Are you?
Manny. Ramirez?
Fun.
Manny also
Order
plays with us,
filled.
by the way. Vala, we should all play, all three of us.
I'm
be
down.
fun.
You know what? Maybe I'll look into let me pull up Amazon real quick. I'm gonna
Get a
look into
drive.
getting a hard drive. Yeah. It wouldn't be that hard to just load Windows on it. So I still got
No.
the USB disk right here.
You know, something happened to me like after this trip where I was like thinking about playing Counter-Strike, and the thought popped in my head like, do I want to play computer games? Like, no, I want to travel more and go outside. I don't want to play computer games anymore. Like
So mine,
at a grindy level, at a serious level, I'll play with friends,
right?
but I don't really want to play computer games anymore. And I don't
Yeah.
know why that thought came into my head like that, like computer games. I don't know why my brain categorized it like that. It is technically a computer game, but it's just like, I don't know. I want
Yeah.
to do other shit.
Yeah. No, I'm the
wanna go
same way,
outside.
but my calling was the kids. Like the kids would always ask me, like I'd be sitting at my computer and I'd be trying to like, do something or like I was thinking about playing a game, but then they'd ask me to like go outside and like throw the ball around or just go play a game with them. And it's like that was
Yeah.
kind of my like kick in the butt, like, dude, like what's more important, like doing this stuff with your kids or playing video games? And
Computer
that
games,
yeah.
exactly, yeah.
So yeah, we all have that kick in the butt every once in a while as we get older.
I'm getting old.
Yeah, hey, it's part of it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
48.
I'm 48.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
the
crazy.
best looking 48-year-old.
I would agree if you
100%.
were.
Well,
I would agree.
should just lie about my age now.
Yes. You
All right,
should.
you two, have a good rest of your day.
I'm flying to Chicago tomorrow.
too.
I might go and see the CME.
Oh, is that there?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Lots
I'll
of stuff
take
happening in
trades
Chicago.
directly from the CME.
Yeah.
Do it.
Cool.
You
All
get
right.
that
See you guys.
latency.
Okay, bye.
So you,
What'd you say, Vala?
I was saying you get that extra low
Just
latency.
next week.
Yeah. Just plug in right there.
It's like video games are like, what are you on the server? You playing on the server? It's like, yes, I
People
am.
that have like one ping. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, see you guys.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
All right, let's see if I can get my camera up and rolling with you guys. There we go. Look at that. That was easy. You notice they kept the music rolling in the background too? That was kind of funny. Oh, I gotta raise this back up a little. Yeah. Good. Better. Oh, that's right. I gotta move it this way too. There we go. Back in picture? No, still not. Eh. There we go. No, they couldn't hear any of the sounds. That was just me. Let me get some music. I really gotta pee. Sec. Be right back. I might do that too, Waffles. The range today has been pretty good, but how come the main fart one didn't work? Oh, there it goes. Maybe it was just in timeout. Still some in here. How are you all doing today? It was a fun stream. Rebecca and Raj, they're always fun. Always have a good time chatting with them. Yeah, anytime they ask me to do it, I'll jump on there. Yeah, I'm like super afraid to load Face It onto my computer again, because that's what kept screwing up my computer beforehand. But I know they like to play Face It when they do play Counter-Strike, just because you don't have to deal with any of the cheaters and whatnot. So I think I'm going to buy a drive. But I have something else to fix first before I worry about that anyway. Let me turn... Please don't have me on. Well, it's your decision, bro. You want to come on right now? Jump in the Discord. I'll probably stay on for a little bit more, for like 20 more minutes or so. I'm not going to run marbles or anything. Just going to hang out. The market was kind of crap this morning. Got a couple almosts, but nothing special. Was kind of hoping for a big day today and a kind of rebound yesterday. But oh well. Are we bringing back the Sunday stream? Not that I'm aware of. Are we? Question mark. Are you talking about the Friday night live stream? I don't remember really ever having a Sunday stream, huh? Did I do a Sunday stream ever? Ever, ever? Ever, ever, ever? Ever, ever? Yeah, I've been looking into this prop shop trader. I need to read into the rules more. But it looks interesting to say the least. It looks very much like an Apex type. I did sign up with them. I just don't have an account yet because I want to look. I did sign up for the prop or the affiliate side of it too, obviously. I did one time. How big is Counter Strike 2? 30 and 40 gigs? Dang, that's nothing. So I would really only need like 100 gig drive. They even make a 100 gig drive? 121 to 320. Holy crap, these are like dirt cheap. You can get a 256 gigabyte NVMe M.2 for $23.50. That's crazy. I don't need a terabyte drive. This would literally be just for gaming. 256 would be overkill. I don't game. I don't really game anymore. So it would literally be a whole separate Windows installed just for gaming. Because I'm scared that my computer would screw up if I try installing it on this main drive again, and I have it back to where I want it. Do they have 100 terabyte? 100 terabyte? Holy crap. Let's see. Largest, what is it? Largest hard drive. Does it have to be an M.2? Or are you just talking about just a hard drive? Let's see, currently available. Imagine all that Bitcoin it can hold. What is PB? It's 4 PB. Is that like, is 1 PB 1,000 terabytes? PB stands for petabyte, a unit of digital information equal to 1,000 terabytes. It's a petabyte. PETABYTE. Is it PETA or PETA? I'm gonna go with PETA. So you can get a 4 petabyte hard drive. Wait, can you? What is this? Because when I click on it, the capacity, it says it only goes up to 122 terabytes. Or wait, does that depend on this? Yeah, that's the highest it says. Pantabits. Yeah, but see, the world's highest capacity PCIe SSD store up to 4 petabytes in a 1U chassis. But when I click on that link, it doesn't take me to that $5,000 for a hard drive. What is this? Who would pay that? 8,000? And it's only 12.8 terabytes. I'm very confused. Are those like super stupid fast or something? Okay, so largest SSDs and hard drives of 2025. This was from TechRadar 1 day ago. As of June 2025, the largest hard disk drive released has a capacity of 36 terabytes. So it's only 36 terabytes. So no, so there is not 100. It's 36. It is the Seagate Exos. See if I can find it on where it's for sale. See how much it costs. There's no. They don't have a link for some. Wow, they're losing out there. Oh, here it is. $800. 36 terabyte version back in January 2025, and now it's gone up for pre-order, priced at $800, which equates to $22 per terabyte. Interesting. I never thought about buying a hard drive based off of what you're paying per terabyte. So what would that be for that one I was just talking about? $25 for 256. So what's 256 is, what's that? It's 1,000 divided by 256, or it would be the other way. 256 divided by 1,000 is 0.256. So then you would multiply that by 250, right? Yeah. Or you would divide or 25, sorry. So 6.4. So it's 6.4 per terabyte. Is that right? That can't be right. It would be 25 divided by point. Yeah. Dang, that's expensive. I guess when you're buying the bigger ones, it would make sense though. Wow, crazy. Crazy. Later, Z. Have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna be getting out of here soon. Actually, maybe I'll just get out of here now because I need to do the dishes and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate y'all being here. I will be here tomorrow on my stream, same time, same place, 9:30, 9:25. I will see you then. I appreciate y'all coming to stop by at the Future Test stream. Maybe tomorrow we'll do a giveaway. I'll see you then. Peace.